So hello everybody, showing you some of the busy upgrades that have been done so far to Stitch. Of course, shifters, got that was done. And of course, there's a trike, so yes, I still got it. And yes, by all means, write you know what. But that's ain't the meaning of the video today. And to show, oh man, spiderweb. See, just walked right through that spiderweb. Oh, this video is talk about mobbing, what happened at mobbing somewhat, and introduce y'all to Stitch. On Stitch. So yes, I got Stitch riding with me. But we're going to turn this around and chit chat with y'all for a few. Yes, I know my garage is a little bit of a mess, but something that I keep seeing a little bit about. A couple of other riders that I ride with, or that I follow, that I haven't had a chance to ride with yet because of obvious situations. For those that don't know, back in the beginning of May, got a spiderweb all over my feet now, is that back in the beginning of May, I had shoulder surgery done on this shoulder and my right shoulder. So that's kind of sort of sidelined me for most of this season so far. Ooh, that sounds toasty. And wanted to talk about something. So we had one of the guys that I ride, the family that I ride with, that I hang out with from YouTube, Rolling Throttle. He actually does his own riding events. And last weekend was Mobbin the Mountains. You've seen probably a couple of shorts on the channel. I think I put them on the channel. Yeah, we'll figure this out. But if I hadn't put them on the channel, I'm going to be putting them on the channel. But I do know that I put a couple shorts on TikTok and a couple on Instagram. But Mobbin is held in West Virginia, and it's a bunch of us that like to ride. It's an actual riding event, not one of those show up to an event and it's a carnival type deal. You actually get out and ride. And so I will honestly say that I actually thought about not going. Yes, last minute decision, I almost thought about not going. And the reason why is, well, some of the depression and stuff that's constantly going back and forth right now because, well, I do ride my bike. I do ride the bike to make sure that I stay out of that space. And riding does help quite a bit. But at the same time, when you can't ride, it's kind of sort of inevitable that, well, you're going to eventually get back to being in that space a little bit more often than what you want. And so while I was at Mobbin, took a ton of pictures. Those are on my Facebook page. Some of the pictures will be uploaded into videos, as I done last night for a few of them. But I had to keep myself busy during Mobbin. And I think at some point, Drew must have somewhat realized that, yes, I was possibly getting back, even though I was trying, and yeah, I'll admit now, I didn't then, but I'll admit now that, yes, I was getting a little bit down, and honestly, I was ready to leave after the second day. But I don't turn back on friends and family. And when I say I'm going to be somewhere, I show up. And that's the reason why Sturgis is a bit of an issue for me right now because, well, as of right now, I'm still not allowed to really be on the bikes, even though my shoulder's doing better and starting to go back into the gym once again, finally. I got an appointment in a couple of weeks for that, so hopefully during the appointment I am going to talk to the doc again about that, about being able to ride, and hopefully he says I'm able to, because if I can, I will be trailering the bike up, because it's 22, 23 hours from the house to Sturgis directly. But those of y'all that's been following me for a while knows I don't ride straight to Sturgis. I actually make a pit stop the weekend before, see family, because my father does live along the way. So typically I'll make the one run day, do my iron butt every year that I go, because I don't stop from the time I leave the house to the time I get to Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Or that area anyways. So, because that's where my father lives. But the important thing that I want to talk about though is, if you have friends that ride, they have shoulder surgery, the unfortunate layer down or getting hit, because there is a buddy of ours that actually is lucky to be here still today with us. He's still recovering from his injuries that happened earlier this year or last year. I think it was last year, I believe. Can't remember exactly when the accident happened, but he's basically lucky to be here. And so I know there's even times that he's had issues with his stuff. So this kind of video talks about how just the simplest things that your fellow biker or your fellow friends can do that rides, when you have a friend that rides, as long as they're able to do, show up, talk to them, have fun with them, kid around with them. I mean, that was the thing about mobbing, is it was as if my shoulder wasn't hurt and as if I elected not to ride, which everybody knew that wasn't the real case. It was, I couldn't. And even though I wanted to, I couldn't. So just be there for your friends, your fellow bikers. I know clubs and stuff typically take care of their own and stuff, but not all of us are in clubs. And there are those of us that do hang out with a rather decent amount of people that ride. So, yeah. Check on your injured riders every once in a while. Make sure they're doing okay. And like in my case, make them be a backpack. Yes, there is a video of that. Me being a backpack for the first time since I was 12 or 13. And riding on the back of my uncle's bike when I was that young. But, yeah, during mobbing, me and Drew Crystal started it off, picking a little bit, and then me and Drew looked at each other. I looked at Drew, I go, come on, let's go. He goes, you sure? I was like, fine with me. I go, I'm on a bike, I don't care. And he started laughing, and I started laughing. And the funny thing is the entire time me and him both were on the bike, we were both laughing so hard it wasn't even funny. I was like, I could tell that he was having a rough time trying to keep the bike stable because he was laughing so much about the whole issue. But honestly, it took my mind off, and it actually brought me back before I started sliding too much further down. So, yeah. These, just the littlest things can help. And granted, I don't know the other rider that's within our group real deeply and real personal, because I just met him last mobbing for the first time, and I seen him again in Sturgis. He helped me when I wrecked at Sturgis. It was the little air dam piece that came out of the helmet that I couldn't find at the time. it was the only thing that happened to my Daytona helmet, is it snatched it, something snatched it and pulled it loose out from underneath the helmet. And it's just a piece that clips in anyway, so I may have pulled it out when I went to go lift the face bar up on the helmet. So shout out to him for his help that he helped me out with during Sturgis. And it was shocking when I heard about his wreck and what happened. But I have done my best to try to help make sure I keep contact with him lately, especially knowing that he's had a wreck. I know he's busy, so that's the other thing. Some people don't really talk too much, so you don't really know whether or not they're busy or not. And those people that know me quite a bit knows that I'm one of those types that if it bothers me enough, I will contact you, check on you, make sure it's all right, make sure you're all right. But at the same time, though, I always feel like I'm pestering other people. Then again, that's part of some of the other issues that I've got too. So, and some of the other issues is to why I ride and why riding helps me, like ADHD, for example. But ADHD ain't the only thing that I've got that's on the whole spectrum thing. So there are set things, and I do have issues of just vanishing while I'm in groups. And that's why. So, yes, I do know some people think that I'm just awkward, but yeah, it is what it is. I'm used to that. I've been told that since school, so I'm not that worried about it. Because Gen X, back in those days, they didn't do all this testing and all the diagnosing. They just pretty much deal with it. You better straighten up. Or, yeah, pedals, belts, hands, grounded, bars of soap. So, yeah, all that stuff is legit. That stuff did happen back in the days. So, yeah. I've had my share of them. Had to take willow tree branches a time or two at Grandma's house. So, but all in all, hopefully here in a couple weeks, you'll actually start seeing me ride, putting out some more videos. I'm sorry, I do apologize. Part of those other issues gets me to the point where I don't feel like doing videos helps much, or even why bother if people ain't gonna watch them. Thinking though, I don't know. You guys, those of y'all, the 885 people that subscribe to the channel, let me know. Tell me what y'all would like to see more of. Should I keep Stitch and the trike separated on the channel? Should I make another channel for Stitch? Because that's been another thing that I've been kind of sort of hesitant about. Granted, I know the name of the channel, Riding on 3 Tennessee, means I actually ride a trike, which I still have. And I do plan on getting another one here within the next year. A brand new 26, 27 Real Glide 3. That I already know I'm going to do. The question is just getting everything set up to where I know I can do it without any issues. But the trike that everybody has seen for the last 5 years, 6 years now, it's not going anywhere. It's still staying. If anything, it'll be built. It's going to end up getting built, I should say, possibly. Or maybe the new bike gets built and this one just stays like it is and becomes a show bike. I don't know yet. You'll have to follow the channel to find out. Let me know. Would you guys like for me to do like the top 5 things I like about the trike? Top 5 things, 5 roads, top 10 roads, Tennessee, overall US that I've ridden so far. How-to type, how I ride the trike to do videos, kind of, sort of. Because, yeah, it's been kind of awkward seeing those that have actually kind of sort of joked with me about being on a trike, seeing them lately either buying a trike or out riding them. And it's funny because I have heard comments being made that he makes this look easy. It's not that easy. And realistically, the older trikes really ain't that easy. They are, but they're not. You do have to learn them. Just like anything else that's new, you have to spend time to learn it. Once you do learn them, though, they are a lot of fun. But anyhow, I'm going to keep this short. Y'all stay safe, have fun, and remember, get out and ride. Have fun. Why else did you buy a bike? They're not garage ornaments, definitely not lawn ornaments. They're meant to ride. So get out and ride them. And weather, well, if you don't mind, it don't matter. That's actually a legit thing. So check on your buddies, especially those that are injured or can't ride that you know wants to ride, and make sure they're doing all right. Until then, y'all stay safe, have fun, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.